Alcoa kicking off the earnings season after the bell today, so we've got a couple of hours before that happens, but the company is expected to earn 81 cents a share. Look at metal prices. Such a rise this year. Take a look. And people thought last year couldn't get any better than last year, but copper up 27%. Platinum better by 14.75%. Right now, by the way, we didn't put gold on there because it's not that dramatic, but gold today is up about $8 at the moment. And I'm just reading now, lead is hitting a fresh all-time high. Okay? So where should you invest to take advantage of these rising prices? And how much more room is there to run? Here to tell us are Bill Mann, senior analyst at the Motley Fool, and Lou Grasso, gold trader at Millennium Futures. Good to see you both, gentlemen.
Hi, Liz. Good morning.
Liz, how are you?
Well, I'm great. You know, actually, Lou, let me just quickly ask you what's going on with gold here, because it is quite a story this morning. It's up.
Yes, today we saw in gold, it's about an $8 rally up from Friday's closing price. This has been a level where we've gotten to a couple of times. We've gotten up to around the 61.5 level, and we failed. And both times we failed fairly miserably and went down into the 645 to 648 range. Today we saw some power buying right through that 6130 range, and it rallied up actually electronically. It went from 6130 to 66 within 2 seconds.
2 seconds? That's great.
Literally, it just ran up. On the floor, though, we had hit a high of about 64.
Sure. Okay.
Traded down slightly and then back up to 65 to make a new high.
Well, let's broaden the aperture here and bring it out to more base metals at the moment, Bill. What a rally we've seen year to date, which makes you wonder how much more room is there to run and where do you make the money, Bill?
Well, we've been looking at a number of places. One of the markets that actually has not really participated yet is the zinc market, and there are a couple of junior zinc companies that trade. But zinc has gone from has lost 90% of the I've forgotten the word, but at any rate,
I mean, zinc is one of those. It's okay.
It's lost 90% of.
That happens
so at
to
any
all
rate,
of us,
there are a few zinc companies that do a lot of business in zinc, and you don't really think of them because they're thought of as silver companies.
Yeah.
The best one that I think of is Hecla Mining, which has 34% of its market comes from zinc.
Hecla Mining. So what you do, if I'm hearing you correctly, Bill, is to look for the one area or two areas that haven't really participated as much as the rest?
Yeah, as I stumble through it, that's thank you for translating for me. But that's one. But Hecla also does a lot of business in lead, and I think that lead, we've had a lot of there's been a lot of demand in China for lead. I think, mainly for paint apparently, but. I think that that market really will continue to rally, and companies that have the exposure to the base metals, even if they're the silver companies, will continue to do well.
Lou, where are you most bullish?
Well, actually, in Gold Corp is a gold mining stock. Obviously, with the name, you can figure that out. But they do have some exposure to the base metals. They have some zinc, they have some lead, silver, and copper. It's a company that has really been starting to build assets through acquisitions. They have about 40 million ounces of proven gold reserves. They also have 800 million ounces of proven silver reserves, I believe just in one mine. That's something that I think the exposure to the silver, the zinc, the lead, the copper, it's something that I think will really filter down to the bottom line. They're also a company that really doesn't hedge forward their positions. So any movement up in these base metal and gold and silver prices are something that will go ahead and filter down to the bottom line for them. What
is the current driver here? And Bill, I'll let you take a crack at this first. When it comes to these prices, because we have seen quite a few moves for possible consolidation. We've got the Alcoa, Alcan, possible deal, BHP, Billiton, Rio Tinto. There are these companies that are saying, let's become stronger by moving together. Is it that, or is it just much more simple, like demand from China?
It's a little bit of both. Reserve was the word I was thinking of. I don't know why I couldn't think of it.
Reserve. Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit. It's a little bit of both. I think this time next year you probably will see at least BHP or Rio Tinto making a move into the aluminum business. But China and India, there is an unbelievable construction boom going on right now, and I think that is a long-term trend. South America as well. Now, this is still a cyclical business, and so I think that you probably will. It won't be a relentless rise. You will see ebbs and flows in the business, and
do you jump in on the ebb?
I think Lou would probably agree. It's hard to figure out when it's going to come.
Do you jump in on the ebb?
Yes, I think that you do.
Okay. And Lou, what do you think?
I think you do also. I think what you see from the mergers is trying to control costs. That was part of the Newmont Mining took over the Placer Dome, but then it sold off some of those assets to Goldcorp because they fit better with Goldcorp than they did with Newmont Mining.
Exactly.
So it all has to do with controlling costs of the mining operations.
And you're liking Goldcorp, as you mentioned. Thanks to both of you. Lou and Bill, we appreciate it. We have a programming note, though, also related to this. Be sure to tune in later today to Closing Bell for coverage of Alcoa's After the Bell earnings.